Hi guys, Uncle Mike here again. Been trying to clean up some car parts. I've got the Chevy Tahoe engine out and tearing it down. Been rebuilding it, or trying to anyway. I've been having a heck of a time trying to find vortex heads that weren't cracked. Even the machinist, he said, man, I've never seen a set of heads come in here that weren't cracked. 906 heads, I've probably looked at 50 heads, and every single one of them were cracked. And I finally ended up going with a 062, I believe it was. Same type of head. They said that they'll work, so I went looking for those. Found a set that the machinist said they weren't cracked, but after getting them back, I got a slight crack in one of them, and I'm hoping that it ain't going to be bad enough where it leaks water. So anyway, it is what it is, and I'm going to go ahead and put it back together. But anyway, what I'm going to talk to you today about was, like I was saying, I was trying to clean up some car parts, and I got my intake manifold off. It's that damn split manifold. It's half aluminum, half plastic. It's got a spider injector inside of it, and full of carbon. I mean, just full of carbon. The spider injector sits right in the middle of the darn thing where all the electrical hooks up, and the intake is way up in the front. So everything in the back side of this thing, you know, behind the the electrical part, is all turbulent air, and so it doesn't flow down into the intake like it's supposed to, and you get a lot of blowback and a lot of burnt carbon back up in there, and it just looks like crap. Went over to Harbor Freight and bought 2 gallons of this solvent for my solvent tank, and figured, well, that's going to take care of it. Mixed it 50-50, figuring stronger is better. Well, guess what? It don't work worth crap. So I went back over, and instead I bought a sandblaster. I wanted a small one that I could get down inside these small areas and stuff with. I didn't need a great big 50-pounder, with, blowing sand. I wanted something that I can use soda, baking soda in it. And I've been told that baking soda, it dissolves if it gets into the engine part, so it doesn't scratch up things. If it gets into your lungs, it will dissolve, so it doesn't cause silicosis like sand and other media does. And trust me, you don't want to die from silicosis. My dad had silicosis and beryllium poisoning, and his lungs were so bad that they said that if he had cancer, it would have looked better. So use a respirator, use goggles, and use a fan behind you too to blow the stuff away from you. And for the purpose of this video, I'm not going to be wearing a respirator. I'll rely on the fan and hope it gets enough of it away from me. I'm also going to put a plastic bag over this camera so that hopefully we don't damage the camera with a bunch of crap on it. So anyway, let me take you outside where I've got the fan going and I've got everything else set up, and I'll show you how this thing works. I mean, I was surprised. I've been using Gum Out, and Gum Out works great for taking out carbon, but not nearly like this thing here does. I mean, this thing just blasted away like you wouldn't believe. I'm working on another piece now that I think fits up above the lifters and stuff right now. So let me take you outside. I know this isn't baking soda, this is snow. It's everywhere. Okay, here's my fan blowing in the background here. This is the piece we're going to work on today, and that's the little sandblaster that I picked up. Fill it full of baking soda, and it does a fantastic job. So let me put you on here. Tripod. Okay, and let me zoom in just a little bit here. Bring this up a bit. Flip this around. Okay, let's try this plastic bag now. looks like crud. Let's get that bag back off of there. Okay. Now we're just going to hope that we can keep the sand away from it. Let's just move the camera back a ways. Tip it up. Over. Zoom me back in. Oops, let's see here. Zoom us back in again. There we go. Okay, I got to flip this around so I can see what I'm doing. Now you want to get one that has the, oops, let me get this back in frame here. Now you want to get one that has an adjuster on it, an adjuster valve, so that you can adjust just how much dust you're going to be blowing out of there, and you're going to, you don't want to go through a whole lot of it all at once. All right. Well, I'm not hooked up to the air. Hold on a second here. Got to plug me back in. Guess it works if I'm plugged into air. Okay. Well, it's blowing right back at the camera, so hoping that you guys saw just how well that did there. That's just in a little bit there. All that area right there just blasted off with no problem at all. Nice thing about this is it doesn't warp your metal. The only problem is it does not remove rust. If you've got rust, you're going to have to use sand. So anyway, that's what I'm up to today, and I'll talk to you guys later so I can get back at this. Bye.